Well guys, today I made a little stop to visit with some folks that I've been communicating with. They do have a YouTube channel, and they reached out to me, and it's been a pleasure to get to know them and meet in person. So we're going to introduce Bill and Elizabeth with Tiny House Prepper.
Hi everybody.
Hi. Hi everyone.
I'm Bill.
I'm Elizabeth.
She's Elizabeth.
And this is your tiny house.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
So what have you guys been living in here?
This is a 32-foot travel trailer, so it's about 250 square feet. It's and it's got that sunroom attached to it over here, which is a 3-season sunroom.
Okay.
It's dry, but it doesn't do anything about temperature.
And it's,
Gotcha.
it's permanently set on this very small piece of land that we own. It's not going to be moved anymore. It's permanently here.
Okay.
So we bought the property, and it was on there already, and it was in desperate need of a renovation, and we completely renovated the entire thing, except the outside. We still haven't done the outside yet.
Yeah.
We're working on that.
Great.
It's a 1977,
Awesome.
and I've been here for a very long time. So
And we've been in here for about 3 years.
yeah, about 3 years now.
Great. Well, we'll take it inside. We'll take a look inside and do a little tour. And first, we'll sit down and maybe get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
Alrighty, thanks.
Let's go.
All right. So we are inside the trailer here, and I really like what you guys have done with it. So we're kind of in the front, I guess, living room area.
Yes. Yeah, this is our little living room, and it thankfully does have a real small bump out we were able to fit the chairs into. Bill rebuilt this completely, and it was a really interesting old-fashioned bump out from 1977. It actually folded up into the living room,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so it was really quite different. So got this set up. We've got food in here, easy for us to get to. This was really helpful to me. I had to sell my big regular piano, but this is a really good keyboard. Bill has it set up so it can just be lifted down. I actually put it on our little trays that we use for eating, and it works out really well.
Great.
And then this
little
is
office space.
Yeah, this is our do everything desk.
Great. Great. So this would be the front door
That's the
here.
front door.
And the first thing I noticed is the little wood stove.
Yep, that is a cubic mini wood stove. It's called a Grizzly.
The cubic,
And,
okay.
Yeah, and it's very, very tiny.
Open it
But
up so they can-
it has done a really excellent job. It's a real wood stove. It's
Nice.
very safe.
Yep.
Uses like a little 5.5-inch pieces of wood.
Great.
But we've been able to heat this entire house for right around a half a quart of wood for an entire winter.
Wow, that's awesome. Looks like you've got a washer and dryer.
Yes. Oh, I'm so thankful for this. We took out the old furnace that we didn't need anymore, and Bill put in this stackable, and this thing just does a great job.
That's great.
So, and then he rebuilt all of this, so we actually do have a dishwasher in here.
Great.
And this is my nice little counter space where I can sit, like sit down and chop stuff. And
Yeah. Got
so,
an AC unit there.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Nice storage all around. So just a,
Yeah.
average small little kitchen.
And we have, we've learned to we dance around each other quite well in here.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And that's kind of why we're doing this tour like this. Bill's standing behind me because it is a tiny space.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this is sort of the hall into the bedroom, but it's also my bathroom. And I'm so thankful. This is a regular shower.
Full tub and shower.
Yep, and I'm so grateful for that. And then, we put in a new toilet and put a new sink in.
Sink
but
on this side.
you close the doors, and it turns into a pretty much regular
So this
bathroom.
little hallway, there's a door here, a door behind you. You
Yes.
shut both of them, and then it's
Just a
closed
regular
off.
bathroom.
Yeah. And then the bedroom in the back.
Yep. And I laugh and tease. My cat's got this little rumple, but I laugh and tease. This is my bedroom because that's all we have.
That's all it is. Yeah.
But we have food storage and drawers and a cubby for my shoes actually built under.
Okay.
And I use this little step stool to get up onto the bed. But it has worked out very, very well. I've also learned that I love having a window right by our head
Yeah.
and the breeze coming in.
That's
It's
great.
very, very
And there
nice.
is a little bit more than just the bed. It looks like you've got a couple closets here.
Yeah, there are some of the closets.
Yeah. One over
and
here.
One over here and a few drawers. Yeah, oh yeah. And built-in shelves up here. And then we have these, they're called e-heaters. These work very, very well. And this has been great because you have to kind of brush by
Okay.
in the winter, and it doesn't get hot.
Nice.
Heat only comes out nicely out of the top.
Great.
Now, the room we're going into next is our sunroom.
So you do have a door going from the bedroom into the
Bedroom
outside
into the
sunroom.
Right. Now, it's beautiful in here right now, But as soon as it starts getting really hot, or if it's cold,
Yeah.
then it's very hot or very cold.
Because
in
it's
here.
not insulated or anything. Yeah.
But we were able to keep a few things and keep them dry.
Yeah.
And that I have
Yeah.
really appreciated.
This is a great little extra space to not only store things but spend time.
Yeah,
Really
we
like it.
ate here last night.
Yeah,
put up
we
a
had
table.
we had dinner out here.
Yeah. This was Bill's grandmother's china cabinet, and I'm very grateful to be able to keep that.
Yeah, without this space out here, you wouldn't be able to fit it inside, right?
No.
Great.
So, alrighty, yep, that's basically
That's
the tour
it.
of our place.
That's the great thing about a tiny home. You can get the tour done in just a matter of minutes.
And we do have this out here, but a lot of times, like I said, especially in the cold weather, we're just hunkered down into the actual RV, and we do fine.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the tour, and it was just a pleasure to be able to stop by and spend some time with you guys.
Yep.
And they are recently new owners of a travel trailer, so they're going to kind of take their tiny home living on the road for some trips here and there.
That's right.
Yes, we're excited
We'll
about
keep
that.
this as our home base, but we hope to do some extended trips.
Great.
In that little RV, we call it the cottage because we already live in an RV. So that's home, and our new RV is the cottage.
Great. Well, thanks again, guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, Bill and Elizabeth have invited me into their second tiny home. This is the mobile version,
Yep.
and this is a fairly new thing for you guys.
Absolutely. We bought it about 6 months ago in the fall, so it's been sitting here over the winter.
Yeah.
We haven't been out in it yet. We're very excited about doing
Right.
it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have their home and then they have a cottage in the mountains, so we have our little RV home, and this is our cottage.
You call this the
We
cottage.
call this the cottage.
And you just recently acquired a vehicle you can actually tow this
Yes,
with.
Yes.
we had a Dodge Dakota pickup truck which wasn't big enough to haul this. We owned it before we bought this.
Gotcha.
And just recently we traded it in on a fairly good deal on a used F-250 that'll haul
Perfect.
considerably more than this.
Great.
Yeah.
And this is a great layout. I've seen these types before.
Yeah.
It does have a slide out, which you guys are sitting in.
The
And
slide, which makes it feel huge.
I don't know if I can stand back far enough. Yeah, I can zoom out here. Look at the floor space on this.
It's more than we have at home.
So you feel like this is, even though it's shorter with the slide out, it makes it seem even bigger.
Yeah, because this is 21 feet, but it opens up about 12 feet wide. Our
Right.
other one is 32, but it's only 7.5 feet wide.
You can see they've got a nice dinette.
Yeah.
Yeah, more
Sofa,
couch.
and this is, we'll show a quick shot on the outside. This is the type of trailers that it's got a fold out
Yes.
sleeping area with kind of a tent fabric. And because you guys will be kind of part-time in this, you're not, a lot of people are concerned in dead of winter using that, but that shouldn't be an issue for you
Well,
guys.
and if that's the case, we just won't open that because this also goes down.
These are
into a bed.
beds. So, like if you were doing an overnight in, say, a Walmart parking lot,
Right.
you wouldn't need to pop these out, which a
Right.
lot of people say, don't put out your slide outs. You can just convert these to a bed.
That's right.
Right, and we don't have to have the slide out. There's plenty of room with the
I noticed
slide
that.
in.
I
Yes.
noticed that before you slid it out. I actually thought it was slid out already because there was so much space.
Amazing.
So you've got a nice kitchen area.
Yep.
Yeah. This is what they call a hybrid.
Hybrid, okay.
Yeah.
Full-size bath.
Full-size bath.
It's not a wet bath.
You actually have a separate shower stall. Very nice. Very
We are
nice.
just
And
absolutely
2 vents.
thrilled
That's a
with it.
powered vent up there,
Okay.
and then we have another vent.
Vent here, and then you've got AC as
AC.
well.
Yeah.
Nice full, not
Yeah, you
bigger
can open
size
that, hon.
fridge.
It's a nice. It's a really
Yeah.
nice.
Dometic fridge
Got a little.
and freezer.
We've got a little bottle in there that we prop at the door to keep it held open when we're not here,
Right.
so the door stays
And
open.
then there is another pop-out thing
Yes.
in the back
This
for
one.
another bed.
Pops out just like the one in the front, but it's a little bit narrower, but you
Gotcha.
can still sleep 2 out there.
Perfect. So if you were at camp somewhere for a while, you could pop it out and store stuff in
Absolutely.
there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Well, we appreciate the little quick mini tour, and we'll give a quick shot on the outside. This is a great setup. It's 21 feet, and what's the make again?
Our vision.
Our Vision?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. And it's a
It's a 13.
2013.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate a tour of your tiny homes.
And we just a real quick thing. This has been a real blessing with us being able to live simple, and to be able to be out of debt, to be able to save up,
Right.
and then offer and be able to pay cash.
Brilliant. Yeah.
I'm so thrilled.
So
Which we
much.
couldn't do if we had a mortgage.
Yeah. So much freedom involved in living
Yes.
simply.
Yes.
Great, guys. Thanks again. Okay, so I thought it would be cool to just kind of sit down and chat for a little bit about kind of how you got into living in a smaller space. For my viewers that haven't watched a lot of your videos, just a little background. You were obviously living in a normal, bigger sized house.
Right.
And like a lot of people, 2008 came and caused a lot of havoc on people's lifestyles and lives. So what was your...
Yeah, it did. You know, this wasn't our original plan.
Right.
But I had a construction company that was with my parents that was well established for 30 years. And in '08, the business just fell apart because of the economy, and we lost everything.
Oh.
And we ended up in this little place. I won't go through that whole story, but we went.
It's an amazing story.
We ended
Wow.
up here because we lost everything else, including several rental properties and all that. And so now we've been in here 3 years, and would we go back?
No, I would not go back.
No.
I would not go back.
So what would you say your square footage was at the previous home, and now you're in this?
We went from like about 2,800 square feet, including a full 2-car garage and all of that, to about, the trailer's about 250 square feet, and this sunroom is another 100.
Wow.
And of course, we love this sunroom, but it's really only part of the time. Because if it's at all cold or too hot, we're hunkered down in the.
Yeah, we live in a place here in the Northeast where 10 below nights in the winter is not uncommon, and we survive it nicely with that little wood stove, and it's 10 below out here. So
So how was the transition? I mean, the initial impact of going from having plenty of room to being a little bit more limited.
Well, I think especially at our age, we're both in our 60s, and this has been, of course, happening since 2008. I can't believe how much we accumulated over the course of time. And so it was just, I think more than anything, a lot of just sheer work, just to whittle things down. But I can honestly say I've liked it better, lighter. It's like I've shared before a little bit on our channel. You get to the point where you have to only keep what you just really need or really love. And we're still continually making sure we're down to that process. Yeah. But it was a lot of work, and it was a real mindset change. But I've actually liked it. I wanted to share something real quick. My sister and I were talking when she realized we were going to be ending up living in, basically our everyday life is in about 250 square feet, whatever the measure there is. And she said that she had read an article where people who have had their house burned down by a fire, after they got over the initial shock and the fear of the whole thing, found out that they felt lighter and freer. And she looked at me, she said, just think about it. It's like you're going to have a house fire, but you get to pick what you really want to keep.
Right.
And that actually sustained me a lot.
Nice. Yeah.
And
that was going to be my next question, is like, what would some of the things that come to mind as far as the benefits? But it sounds like just the lightness, the freedom.
Absolutely. And we owned our home, and we owned 4 rental properties, and they were going to be our retirement, but it was all laden with debt.
Right.
And now we are completely 100% debt free, and you don't even realize it when you have debt on you, but when you eliminate it, it's just like a weight off of your shoulders, and it's such a freedom. And now we have the money, because instead of spending money on mortgage, we can save the money for investment, for travel, for paying cash for new vehicles and that sort of thing, instead of all of that debt.
No used vehicles,
Well,
Good, that's right.
Well, I can say from our spending our time together, you guys seem happy.
Oh, absolutely.
We are.
You seem happy.
Yeah, we
and
really
that's
are.
something that's detectable in people. When you meet someone that's burdened with a lot of stress and financial burdens, it reflects in their personalities, and it's the first thing I noticed with you guys. You just, living a simple life seems to be really beneficial for our mental state.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I think you've definitely lived this too. But life does not consist of possessions.
Yeah.
It consists of experiences and people.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's so we're rich in that.
Yeah.
We're rich in that.
Well, you guys have been a great addition to my experiences. And I just have a feeling now, especially you've got a way to be mobile, that we'll probably see each other down the road.
Oh, I would love
that.
And it's
That would be
it's
great.
been a pleasure.
We'll probably see you at RTR sometime in the future.
Well, again, thank you guys, and for my viewers, feel free to go over to Tiny House Prepper channel and check out Bill and Elizabeth's videos. They do a great job. Got a lot of kind of different topics, but a lot of it is geared towards living tiny and simple. Mm-hmm. So I'll leave a link to their channel in the description.
And we will also have more videos as we start to travel more.
Yeah.
More travel videos as well as tiny house type stuff.
That's great.
So, and we've tried to include like, how to build a rocket stove or how to be prepared in case of emergencies. Just trying to kind of cover a lot of that.
That's awesome. Well, again, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
All right, well, that's it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. For now, I hope everyone is doing well out there, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Peace.